Hello, puzzle-solving tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play La-Mulana with me, BlueAnkylo. So, I spent a bit of time off camera, sort of looking around and thinking about things, and I'm pretty sure I figured it out for this puzzle that I ended last episode on with the wisdom puzzle. So, I think I misunderstood it the first time I read it. The hold high the emblem of proof before the palace guarded by Hell's Gatekeeper. I thought what they were guarding was the way to pyramid where Nuwa was in the land, the Tower of Ruin. But in second thought, when I started looking around, this room they were in also kind of looks like a palace or castle or whatever they said. So I think it's fairly likely that this is the room. Now, I'm still not 100% sure the item. This is the item we got. It's possible. Maybe in front of the eye? I don't know. No. Maybe the talisman? Am I not doing it right? What did it say again exactly? Hold high the emblem of proof. So hold high also gives you a hint to jump, I guess, with it maybe. The emblem of proof before the palace. So I'm assuming this is the palace. Hold high the emblem. I thought I had this figured out when I found this room. Glowing letters will shine through the darkness. Still in the chamber of extinction somewhere. Hold high the emblem of proof. Well, I got the Jed pillar from killing, whatever the name, Yawu or whatever it was. I thought it was going to be that, if not the La-Mulana talisman. I'm pretty sure it should be the Jed pillar, shouldn't it? Am I not jumping high enough? Have to get hit by an enemy? I don't know. Maybe I've already done it? It's not ding-a-linging for me? I don't know. I'll try all the items. Never mind. Pepper is the emblem of proof. No, not quite. Not this woman statue. I doubt it's the tiny doll. Dragon head. Symbol of death. Key opens the eyeball. Maybe. Maybe the skull needs an eye, so you put the skull in front of it. Nope. Serpent staff? I was sure it was going to be this room. I feel bad. Thought I had it. Chalice? I don't... Or the vessel's not quite a chalice. No. That's the one we need to make the elixir of life or whatever. And this, I thought I did this already. Unless you can scan this, or maybe? I don't know. Nope. I did manage to scan one thing, but okay, well, maybe it's already been triggered or something. You can't just read it or anything. Well, other than this room, I didn't really have any other great ideas for where to look. I mean, we could go wander around the Chamber of Extinction to see if anything's changed. Shoot! I was so excited. I thought I had this episode all figured out. Well, let's just teleport in here and we'll have a look around. Who knows if something's changed. We've got light, so we can see. Hahaha, stupid hedgehogs. I mean, I've still not figured out this room. This is a room that has to do something. Impossible to decipher. Like, why can I not just scan this and figure it out? I've got all the other deciphering done. Is this where I have to use the thingamajigger? Oh, I don't know. I'm sorry, everyone. I've failed you all. That's not going to help. I still have no idea what to do in this room. Mural. Okay. I forgot to check the map. Mural depicting the power of words. That even furthermore reinforces that this has to be related. Because the whole point of this puzzle The wisdom is in fact the virtual wise man, keeper of mantra, which is all about power of words and spells and stuff. I guess I haven't... I'm assuming this is probably the room once... Maybe you can finally read it or something, or it finally translates. So then what am I doing wrong? Well, I don't want to waste way too much more time. I'm going to head back there off camera, and I'm also going to take a brief look at a hint to see if I can get some idea, maybe like what item to use or something. I used all the items. Okay. Maybe this is going to be one of those things where I have to do something else first. So I'll just have a double check, see what I'm missing. I'll be right back. Alright, well that's that. Apparently it's still one item that I don't have that I need to use here. I thought I had it all figured out, but apparently it turns out that the Emblem of Proof is something we don't actually have. Hooray! So all this work for another puzzle that we can't even do yet. That is the trouble. I never know when I can do a puzzle. Anyway, that leaves us with, as far as I can tell, one way to go. And that is in the Dimensional Corridor. Now, before I finish off, I need to kill that dragon boss. And then I need to figure out the puzzle of the final mini boss. We have some text that will hopefully give us a hint on that one. But first off, I'm gonna try to climb up and get the treasure. We have a map, I think, on one of these. Which one of these has the map? Did I delete it? I hope I didn't delete it. I think I might have deleted it. Do you guys remember? It's somewhere around here. There's a little map that shows the ladders in this room and then climbing the water in the next room, which shouldn't be too hard. Alright, so we just want to stand in the right spot, wait for the water bubble from his tail, not the acid bubble or poison bubble. There we go. And nope, actually that's the wrong position. I moved to the right just a little bit too early. Actually, oh, I don't know if that's gonna work. Am I gonna get hit? Oh, come on, no! Oh shoot, I had it. I had it that time. I actually pretty much had it. Anyway, the fastest way I've seen to do this is just to reset it like that. I mean, I don't think you can escape from that battle anyway, so if you miss it on your one lap, you're not going to get it again, so I don't think you can do it without freezing time. I tried for a long time to climb up the water spout like a spider, while without freezing time, and I never really even got close, so I don't think it's really very possible. Maybe someone knows how to do it. Also, probably if you're good at damage boosting, you could probably run into him and have him knock you up onto that platform if you're really good at that sort of thing. I'm going to try not to use tricks like that unless I absolutely have to. Oh, come on! I used it too early. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone and their families. Everyone I've failed today. I'm gonna get this puzzle. Maybe I'll try... I think I've showed it off on camera one time. I have a feeling I'm going to get to the room after this and fail and have to redo this over and over again. So, I just want to show the first part on camera one good time. And then if I fail the next room, I'll just cut this part out. Just to show that, you know. But I think I have done this one. And it shouldn't be hard. I don't know, I'm just having a bad luck here. Bad skill. And... oh, I was ready, but I didn't have the lamp selected. Trapped. Come on, Bubble. No attacks. No, that's the wrong one. I thought I was going to get away with that for a second. Yeah, it's hard to stand down here and not get hit by his big bubble attack. The shield works good, but you need to be like right on the corner. Or on the little platform, actually. Right where the pod is works really good. You can just stand there and he can't hurt you. Okay, Bubble Beam. I choose you, Squirtle. Okay, we got it. No problem. Alright, so this room, there's also that pot. don't understand. That didn't really help. I was wondering if you had to do something with the pot, because you can't really land. I don't think I can land on the pot. It looks like the spikes go right through the pot, right? But failing that, there's no way I could jump onto that little platform from the wall, because you can't, once you're grappling onto a wall, you can't double jump. I'm like 90% sure. I've tried before. Even if you don't use your double jump before you hit the wall, I'm pretty sure you don't get a double jump after you push off the wall. I don't think. If I could get to the little platform, the little square platform, I think I could make it the rest of the way. Up is fairly straightforward. You have to make sure you don't get hit by the spikes and knocked down. And then hitting the seal should be relatively easy. And then actually landing on the chest platform looks relatively difficult as well. But the main problem is I don't know how to get to that first little ledge. Unless I get lucky enough to get hit by one of these spikes, and then while I'm invincible, land on the pot. But that seems like a bad idea, to use the invincibility, the small invincibility frames. Although I believe there is a combo of software that gives you longer invincibility times too. But I don't know if I've even got the right stuff for that, and I haven't really memorized all the software. Well, I guess we better give it a try. If we fail, we just have to reset and go up the water spout again. I should be able to drop down through those, yeah. Now, I cannot see jumping from this right side making it to that little square spike. There's no way. And I think if I fall straight down from here, it will knock me to the left. So if I jump to the left, maybe it'll knock me right? Yeah. And while I'm invincible, okay. Okay, we got here. So that, I mean, you had to get hit once, but that's not bad. Now, this jump is going to be very finicky. I think I'm going to do a vertical jump so I have control of my falling and try to get up onto the left platform with my second jump. Whew. Ha! Okay, that technique worked. That jump was easy. This jump, looks painful. If I jump and fall through the spikes right there, they won't hit me if I'm falling down. As long as I get far enough left before it. That's going to be the problem. Or, again, we could try to use the invincibility frames by running into the spikes on the right, and then just jumping straight up left while you're invincible. I'll try to do it legit. Or you can just jump right over it like a pro. In one smooth move. Nope. That was a fail. Well, we got a ways to go. Anyway, I'll meet you guys back in that room once I get there. Okay, I actually made it back here on the next try relatively smoothly. My techniques to get past the first couple traps are working pretty reliably because I've done them 2 times in a row now. The trick will be this. Now, what did I hit last time? Did I hit the spikes on the roof or the spikes to my left? I already forgot. Ha! Well, that works. That's the perfect way to do it. I think if I actually just walk to the left, I will hit the platform right here. I thought that would be relatively easy. Now I wonder if I can grip here and use like the side jump. I wonder if that's the way to do this part. Oh, it's gonna be close. What do you guys think? Is that good or should I go down a little bit? Go for it! Ha ha! That only took 2 tries, guys. I'm pretty proud. That, I promise, I didn't do any off camera. That was my second try. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm not bad at this game. Sometimes. I still have to kill this boss. Oh, is he not going to show up now? Oh, there he is. Alright, and we also... Shoot! I didn't bring any chakrams! Oh no, now how am I going to kill the boss? This guy dies to chakrams really easily. And you almost never lose any. I just have to remember to switch to my shield for some of his attacks. How am I going to hit him without the chakrams? Ah, shoot. I don't even know if I have enough shurikens. I will try. And then we'll just quickly switch to shield. Ah, I still didn't get there quick enough. Okay, we can't hit him from behind, but we're relatively safe here. If we run out of shurikens... Oops. Shoot, I forgot. I wasn't ready. I was brushing my hair, not paying attention. If we run out of shurikens, this is going to turn into a really bad day. I don't want to waste any. I just wasted 2. Yeah, as long as I get my shield out, he's relatively easy. Well, I mean, we'll do as much damage with shurikens as we can, and then if I have to try to whip him in the face, I will try. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that very well. Oops. Once he raises his head up to do his attack, you can't hit him with the shurikens very easy. Only got 3 left. Make them count. Alright, we are out of long-range weapons. It's possible the flares might work. Let's see if we can get him with flares here. You know, that's not bad. I mean, I took some damage there. That thing shouldn't have hit me. The little water bubble should... Oh, come on. If I die now, I'm going to be really mad. I hope I have enough of these. Yeah, okay, we got it. He doesn't have all that much life. I just didn't want to risk running into him with my whip. So that'll do it. So we got the life orb. I'm pretty sure we've got all the life now. We've got every mini-boss except one, which is the tricky one, according to one of these notes. Let's see, where was it down here? The last... No, not the last jewel. The angry snake, okay. It stands protected. So I need to remember which rooms had a giant lion, a poisonous snake, a rabid dog, and a storm demon. Let's go save it first and maybe even heal up. And then I will look around. Actually, this is the wrong way. I think this was the storm demon. This was the gargoyle that shot the wind at you, was in that room. So that was the top right. Try to remember the rooms too. Also, I think the purple room down and right is probably the room with the last mini-boss, because that's the only one we haven't been in yet. This one had the multiple snake. I don't know... It could be this room. This one had the little snakes. There also was a giant snake somewhere else. I don't know which one's going to be which. This room had the three-eyed dog, I think. I don't think this room had any bosses. This room had the scorpion lady. Old friend scorpion lady. Might as well heal up probably too. If we're going to be fighting the hardest of the mini-bosses, we probably want to make sure we've got a lot of life. Alright. Well, even if I didn't manage to solve the mantra thing just yet, I feel pretty good about getting that, that life orb. I'm pretty sure you can miss that one, or, I don't know, make your life a lot more difficult at the least. If you don't use the water spout method that I was doing, because once you kill the boss, he's gone, and I think the only way up there would be to try to get the gargoyles to knock you up, and that sounds ridiculous, so I'm not too interested in that. But yeah, let's see if we can finish this one off. See if we can finish Dimensional Corridor off today. That would be nice. We just got to figure out how to finish the last mini-boss, and hopefully that unlocks the actual boss. So, first off, I want to identify the 4 rooms, and then I'll try to figure out the order and what the heck I have to do in them. So this room was right below... This was the one with the snake, the large snake. I wonder if they, like, surround the room, the one above me with the purple... I'm assuming that's the last room with the mini-boss in it. I hope I'm assuming right. I wonder if you have to, like, if all the rooms... Because the top of it... Right above the purple room, 2 floors up, that was, I'm pretty sure, the wind guy. The elemental wind gargoyle. This one was the large snake. I don't know if it's poisonous. 4 pillars. We need to find the giant lion. I think the giant lion was probably the guy that knocked me down with his big tail. This might have been the... Can I... Usham! Okay, good. We've got a better way to figure it out. This is Usham! This is where the snake was. Figured it out. Abzu. No, what else? What else are we missing? Oh, this is way better. We can just read the names. Usham. We need Ugalu, Uramlulu, and Umudabrutu. I'm never gonna remember those, but this was, I think, the dog Ugalu. Yeah, that was on the list, right? The names are really weird, so I have to double check. Yeah, this was Ugalu, the giant lion. The snake was Usham. Okay, so that means I think I found 3, and they are actually surrounding that room, the way this is looking. I wonder if that means the level wraps around, and 2 squares to the left of here is the last one. That might be it. And this guy is Umudabrutu. Okay, so we're only missing 1 more, and I'm assuming, because a lot of these floors wrap around themselves, even if you can't see it or walk through it manually. What was in this room? This was the 3-eyed dog. Yeah, this was it, right? Okay, so I found the 4 rooms. It also makes sense, because if you wrapped the map around horizontally, I am now on the right side of the last room. So we've been above it, below it, left of it, and right of it, and those are the 4 guardians. So that's cool. That makes some sense. But the next step, I don't really have any great ideas on. Let's think about this. Awaken the deceased souls in order: voice, tail, body, and wings. So let me think for a sec. Well, the lion had a really big tail, but I don't know. Lions are also known for their voice, the big roar. The wings are probably the gargoyle. That's the only one that has wings. So I'm gonna guess Demon Gargoyle is last, the one above the room. And then maybe it'll add like a stairway down into it or something. So Demon's last. Voice, tail, body. We had a dog, the rabid dog, the poisonous snake, the giant lion. Does giant lion mean its body? You know, giants are big bodies. Poisonous snake. Poison... rabid dog. No, okay, rabid dog. I bet you that's poison. That sounds relatively poisonous. No, that doesn't help. Voiced? How do you know the order? I mean, I've got 3 options. I'm pretty sure I know wings. The dog did have a tail. The snakes sort of have tails. It's like one long tail in it. I mean, the snake could be the tail easily. Let's say the snake is definitely not the body. Snakes are also not known for voice really either. So I'm going to say the snake is probably the tail then, because that's all it really has of the other 2. And then the dog and the lion come down to voice and body. Dogs bark, lions roar, giant lion. I'm gonna go with, because the lion is giant, I'll say that's body. So that means we should start with the voice here. Well, we'll see if it works. I don't even know what you're supposed to do yet. I mean, oops, I need my shield. Part of the problem is there's 4 pillars, right? Well, how do we even start it off? What do you do in these rooms? How do I know if I've even awakened the deceased souls in this order? Well, how do you do that? Talked about pillars and awakening. I don't have any items that make any sense to me. Maybe I'm doing it, maybe this is the wrong one. Well, let's go over to the other 2 and see if there's anything. I was kind of expecting some, you know, either a pedestal for weights or something. So we'll go to the other side, we'll see if I can figure this out. So this was the snake. This should have been not the last one, but the second or third, in my thinking. I don't know. What did I figure the snake was? This should have been the second one, so... The first one, it's either 1 or 3. This one's probably number 2. Yeah, I think I've got it down to just 2 possibilities, I think. But I don't know what you're supposed to do in these rooms. I'm assuming this would be either the first or the third room. But I don't know what... I have no idea what you do in them. Do you just walk through them in that order? Maybe? I've walked through them in one of the orders. There's got to be more than that, just walking into them. Well, unfortunately, this is another one where I'm probably going to go look up a hint. Because I don't have all day. And that I only have one tablet that even, like, so far I've never seen anything else about this at all. This is the only tablet that I've even... Well, maybe there's something you do in here first. Wait a second. Is there anything I should do in this room first? Stands protected among these 4 pillars. I'm sure there's going to be something in this room once we've lit up all the lights. But I don't think... I don't think it's yet. Well... My apologies. 1 second and I'll have a look for the mini-boss. Wow, what a coincidence. The last hint was actually in my reader as I was trying to figure this out. I'm glad I wrote it down for interest's sake, but I didn't put it together. This is apparently the ritual we need to know how to do. Turn left, swing weapon, turn right, swing weapon. This awakens... I mean, okay, the hint is there. Awaken the deceased souls. Here you go, the souls of children long departed shall be awakened. I'm just not good enough at puzzles, riddles. I'm just not really a riddle guy when it comes right down to it. I like puzzles, kind of, like blocks and orders and stuff. But I'm not terribly great at solve this riddle, unfortunately. And some of the game here does require some riddle solving. Maybe I would have noticed that eventually, but I don't know. There you go, soul awakened. Okay, and I think, I didn't check, but I'm pretty sure I actually have the order correct. So all I was missing was reading the last note and putting 2 and 2 together. So, close, close. I almost had it, but not quite. And I don't know where in here. Well, it doesn't. So far, it doesn't seem to really matter where you do it. Maybe just sort of in the center. And so far, my order seems to be correct too, which is good. I think. In front of the statue? Maybe just the center of the room, I guess. Seems to be. Okay, unless they light up out of order, I think I've got it right. Let's go to the center again, see if it works. Huh, okay. Well, that will do. Now, because it has definitely suggested that there's a mini-boss coming up, I am going to run back and save it first. Just so that the next time, assuming I don't win on my first try, you know, because that happens. I don't want to have to redo this whole ritual every time. It's a lot of roundabout if I die. So we'll do one roundabout now, and that'll save us time for future attempts. Seems like a good idea. And if all things go well, we'll be ready to fight the next boss for the next episode, which sounds exciting. The final boss. Final of the 8 Guardians, actually. We must be getting close to the end of this game. The last enemy, then we have to worry about Mother, and I suppose it makes a bit of sense. All the mantra stuff you can't really do until you finish all the 8 Guardians, I guess. I was sort of jumping the gun trying to do the mantra puzzles a little bit early. Anyway, let's get to it. What do we get? A big, I don't even know what you call it. Dragon, lion, eagle, it's kind of manticore, but whoa! Hello, buddy. Well, that's not very nice of you. Okay, the fire can't, like, knock it out. You know what would work really good here that I don't have? Chakras. Okay, how could I possibly dodge that? Like that. Haha! Take that, stupid dragon thing. Well, my shield can block the fire. Ah, he threw it up on the wall at me. Well, that was actually pretty easy. If that was as tough as it gets, we're alright. And he gives us the Ankh. Good. Good deal. I was hoping that would give me the Ankh, because I don't know. I had no idea where the Ankh would be otherwise. And yeah, okay, there's our... Well, okay, what I have is the Ankh Jewel. That's the Ankh. I've been calling them the wrong names for a while. But we'll definitely save it, and I think that'll wrap up this episode. So next time we get to fight whatever the Guardian is here. Tiamat, I think? I think that sounds right. We'll see what that is. In Final Fantasy, it's usually a multi-headed dragon, but, you know, La-Mulana is probably a little bit closer to actual history and mythology than Final Fantasy is. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. Next time, boss battling.